Hey folks, Don Fandale here, and I've got a big stack of thrift store records to show you. Can't remember exactly where everyone came from, but they either came from Goodwill or a 50-cent sale that was held at the Great Escape. So they were either 50 cents or $1 each one. It's a big stack. Now, if you're here for hard rock, heavy metal, yeah, that's not happening in this video. I love it. And there'll definitely be a lot of hard rock and heavy metal videos to come, but this isn't one of them. So, but if you like other genres, we're going to be all over the place. So let's jump into this stack because it's kind of a large one. First up, Bob Harrington, Let Freedom Ring. Now, I don't remember Bob Harrington, but boy, doesn't his face sure ring a bell. So, Let Freedom Ring, I suspect, is a sermon album. I just am sometimes curious, especially having everybody knows I'm in the gospel music, CCM, Jesus music, what have you. I was a religion major in college, so I get curious about stuff, and this looked like it could either be really interesting or really, really funny. It does have God's Freedom Foundation, the 10 Commandments on the back. It also has God's Freedom Riders listed on the back. Yeah. So I thought I would give this a whirl. There you go. Got kind of a custom centering going on there. Let Freedom Ring. The next artist I picked up, and I'd heard her name before. Her name's Cleo Lane, but I thought she was a country music artist. And this cover didn't change my mind on that, but then when I got home and I did some research, Googled her, and found out that she's actually a UK artist, a British artist. She is a contralto with a 4-octave range. And that's quite different than what I thought. Another reason to be aware of who this lady is, I don't know why she's not better known, at least not now, but she is the only female artist to ever be nominated for a Grammy in jazz, classical, and pop music. That's quite the trifecta. And so, this is sealed. And look at that hype sticker from Turtles. I'm going to try to see if I can keep the shrink intact. I usually just peel it off, but that's such a cool hype sticker. I may try to keep it intact. And so that was the first one of hers that I got. The next one is Cleo Lane and James Galway, Sometimes When We Touch. And that, at the time when I picked it up, I thought, wow, that really looks like a country duets album, but it's not. James Galway is actually a flutist, and he's accompanying her on this album. Let's see. This is on RCA. This looks like a red, it's RCA Red Seal. And man, it looks super clean. Don't know that it's been played. So I'm looking forward to becoming more acquainted with the music of Cleo Lane. Next up is, wow, isn't he an icon? I'm talking Tony Bennett, Sunrise, Sunset. Anytime I can find a Tony Bennett album in pretty good shape, I'm going to give it a shot. And this record looks really good. It's on Columbia. So I'm going to clean that up and see how she plays. So as I'm shooting this, it's Christmas Day. I'm going to try to get some of these cleaned so I can listen to them this weekend. Christmas with Lawrence Welk. And talk about hype stickers. How about that one? Merry Christmas, $2. And looks like quite the find. This is on Mistletoe Records. Look at that. That's clean as a whistle. Then we've got Arthur Fiedler. Pops Christmas Party. Arthur Fiedler, Boston Pops. Excited about this album. It's RCA Gold Seal. That looks like a black centering to me, but that's the Gold Seal, and it looks really good. Looking forward to some Arthur Fiedler. We've also got some Al Hirt. Have a Merry Little. Al Hirt, I guess. Looks interesting. This is on RCA Camden. Very clean copy here. I don't think I'll have any problem with that at all. Excited about some Christmas music from Al Hirt. And it wasn't the only Al Hirt I got. I also got Trumpet with Strings. And now this one, not sure how this will turn out. Taking a look at it, it's on RCA Victor. But it looks pretty good. But I see a few surface scratches. I hope it'll just play smoothly. And that's Trumpet with Strings, Al Hirt. I found a couple George Shearing, but these, I don't know. We'll see. We'll get them cleaned up. There's some surface scrapes, but maybe I'll get lucky. I've seen worse play fine. So this is George Shearing, I Hear Music. George Shearing, of course, being a brilliant pianist and conductor. This is on Metro. And it doesn't look horrible, but there are a few spots that concern me. The cover is in pretty ratty shape, but we don't play the covers. We've also got the best of George Shearing. And this cover is starting to split too. It's on Capitol Records. Kind of a different looking centering for Capitol. Again, they're just some light surface scratches. I don't know that it'll affect the play at all. I really wasn't trying to pick up any records that looked really bad. But if, sometimes for 50 cents a dollar, if it's surface stuff, I'll take a chance. Got some Jonah Jones Quartet with the Glenn Gray and the Casa Loma Orchestra. I have some Jonah Jones, so I thought I'd give this a whirl on Capitol. And it looks pretty good. I think I might have a winner here. I'm kind of moving away from the jazz into more R&B. We found Atlantic Star. Not too familiar with this band, though I have heard of them. As the Band Turns. Pretty sure this is an 80s R&B group. In fact, this is a 1985 record on A&M. Love my 80s music. So, there we go. and that looks really good. Atlantic Star. I've got one other album by this next band, the Climax Blues Band, and I seem to remember enjoying it. This is Flying the Flag. Very interesting cover. The back of the cover is a little destroyed, but the record looks awesome. It's on Warner Brothers. And that's Climax Blues Band, Flying the Flag. Also found some Phillip Bailey, the lead singer of Earth, Wind, and Fire. This looks like an 80s pop record, and it is 1983. Continuation. So we've got a good center sleeve going, and the record looks really good on Columbia. Phillip Bailey has such an incredible and distinct voice. So there you have that. Next up, I saw this group a lot on TV when I was a kid. Tony, Orlando, and Dawn. This is He Don't Love You. And the record looks pretty good. It's on Elektra. I do remember running across the next one in Goodwill. It's Belinda Carlisle, Heaven on Earth. I'm not the biggest Belinda Carlisle fan, but she was an 80s artist, and I enjoyed some of her stuff. Don't know that I would have paid much more than the $1 that I paid. There's a center sleeve. And this is on MCA. So, let's do some country music. Man, oh man. This is Dale Evans. And she is the wife of Roy Rogers. Here looks like she's doing a country album. Actually, it looks like country gospel. And I have to tell you, all the people that thought they were so smart when I was growing up and saying, "Hey, Dale, how's Roy?" Yeah. But, she didn't have anything to do with that. But except having the same first name between her and that stupid chipmunk. And why did the chipmunk have to be the goofy one? All right. So, but I thought that I like. I've got some Roy and Dale in my collection, and I wanted to add this. It's not very often you get a sealed copy for, I think this was 50 cents. So, moving on. Buck Owens, Bakersfield Brass, conducted and arranged by David Gates. Love Buck Owens. Not sure how this will play, but Capitol. Look at that green Capitol label. And man, that record looks pretty good. Buck Owens, Bakersfield Brass. Oh, how about the Oak Ridge Boys? This is Seasons. This is an 86 album. Also on MCA. Look at that. Look at that album shine. Good looking record. Oak Ridge Boys. How about some Marty Robbins? We got RFD. This is on a Columbia Special Products label. Looks good. I don't think I'm going to have any problems with this album at all. Then we have the famous Chuck Wagon Gang. Lord Lead Me On. So looks like a good country gospel album. And this is on Harmony Columbia Records. So it looks like a Columbia Records imprint called Harmony. And yeah. Oh man, the next artist is a legend. Tennessee Ernie Ford, America the Beautiful. This is on Capitol Records EMI. And have I looked at it? Wow, it's got a really bright yellow center ring. The album doesn't look played. So, looking forward to that treat. Next up is the Inspiring Hymns of Tennessee Ernie Ford. Enjoy that artwork on the cover. And it is actually a 2-record set. So this is a Capitol Records label. Looks a little different, like it's maybe an imprint of some sort. But the records look really good. And it's a 2-record set, but it is not a gatefold. It comes in just the single sleeve. So, but always enjoy some Tennessee Ernie Ford, but we're not done with him yet. We also have the best of Tennessee Ernie Ford. Now, I do remember this was a Goodwill record. And I remember being excited because when I opened it, the record is tucked away. And I've noticed that on records like this, when they're tucked in like that, a lot of times they're in better shape than some other records. And this looks to be in really good condition as well. It's on a Starline center ring that's another imprint of Capitol Records. It's a single record. Has a picture of Tennessee Ernie Ford on the inside, along with the advertisement of a bunch of his other albums. And then, of course, the back. So, love some Tennessee Ernie Ford. Another Christmas album, Christmas Country. And this is on Elektra. Look at the shiny record there. The artists on here include Johnny Lee, Hank Williams Jr., Tom Paul and the Glazier Brothers, Eddie Raven, Sonny Curtis, Joe Sun, Dave Rowland and Sugar, Mel Tillis and Nancy Sinatra, Helen Cornelius, and Mel Tillis. So that's a nice little lineup. Country Christmas. Now we move in kind of the contemporary Christian gospel section. And we've got Angie Lewis. She was kind of a pop artist. This is a 1986 Power Disc record. I am really not familiar with her. I'm guessing this is just Christian pop. There's that Power Disc label. I'm usually looking at a DeGarmo and Key album when I see that Power Disc label. But Angie Lewis. Then we've got the vocal group Truth. This is Get All Excited. Truth sings the songs of Bill Gaither as arranged by Jimmy Owens. So I'm excited to hear this Truth album. It's on Impact Records. This looks to be in a few surface marks, but we're going to clean her up and give her a shot. I picked this one up. When I looked at the record, it looks all right. It's on Impact. This is a Gaither album. I don't know if I've even shown the cover yet. So it's Gaither Trio, Bill Gaither Trio, Praise. I've got another copy of this. I don't know which end I thought. The cover is not in great shape, but the inserts are there. So I may have had some sort of Frankensteining in mind with the intent of this record. But the record doesn't look in such bad shape that I won't clean it up and give it a shot. So, but the cover is not in good shape, and I know I have another cover, but I don't know if I have those inserts. So, all right, let's move on. We're almost there. Got two more artists. First one, Stephanie Bushada. Kind of I think this, I listened to a little bit of this. It sounds fairly pop, middle of the road type of album. Got a good inner sleeve with, that's on Milk and Honey Records. And it looks really clean. Man. So, I've heard the name a lot and thought I would give it a shot. Let's see. Greg Nelson produced it. Seems like he's worked with Sandy Patty before. So, speaking of Sandy Patty, that's the last two albums. I found the album Morning Like This. Sandy Patty, of course, being a vocal powerhouse. Not quite pop, probably more what we would call middle of the road. Center ring on that, or center sleeve, word center ring, and that album looks like it probably has some warp issues. I don't even know if this is going to be playable. This may make its way to Value Vinyl Steve. So, and that is disappointing. I don't know if I have the ability to flatten that or not. So, but Morning Like This is a great album. If I can't fix it, it definitely will go Value Vinyl Steve. Maybe we can get him to do a video of fixing this record. And then Sandy Patty, Make His Praise Glorious. Hopefully this one looks a little better than that one. I don't know that I saw all that warping when I picked it up, but I think I got these at the 50-cent sale. So no complaints. This one looks a lot better. It is on Word Records. Yes, that works very well. So that does it for this stack of records. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you're enjoying your holidays and that they find you in a really good place. And for me, for the kiddies, we'll see you soon. And until then, peace.